83% American cars don't make it past 150,000 miles. The engine starts knocking, the repair bill shows up, and the owner swears it was just bad luck. But there's a group out there. Fleet mechanics, taxi companies, long-haul truckers that runs double that mileage on the same original engine. No rebuild, no miracle, no praying to St. Christopher every Monday morning. And the secret fits inside a little pouch of gray powder that costs less than 10 bucks. Today you're going to find out what that powder is, why it works in a way no additives sold at AutoZone or O'Reilly can copy, and why you've never heard about it, even if your car has already been through 3 oil changes this year. But before we keep going, if your car has crossed 60,000 miles, what you're about to see in the next few minutes is worth more than any dealer service appointment you've ever paid for. Hit like right now and subscribe to the channel, because what comes after the 5th point in this video is going to make you look at every single maintenance invoice you've ever signed in a completely different way. Let's start from the beginning. Picture 2 brand new Honda Civics rolling off the same dealership lot on the same day. Same engine, same factory, same owner's manual, 10 years later. One is sitting at the junkyard with 170,000 miles on it, and the owner's saying, Hondas just aren't what they used to be. The other one is still running strong at 260,000 miles, original engine, never opened the head. The difference between those two cars isn't luck. It's not the model year. It's not whether the owner used premium or regular. It's a mineral compound that one owner applies to the engine every 40,000 miles and that the other owner never even knew existed. That compound is called molybdenum di. The chemical formula is MOS2, and it is the best documented solid lubricant for internal combustion engines, tested under real-world conditions across more than 80 years of industrial and automotive use. Now, pay attention, because most people hear this and immediately think it sounds like some guy at the parts store trying to upsell them. It isn't. And here's the irony. The parts stores would actually prefer you didn't know about it in its original form. We'll get to that. First, you need to understand what's actually happening inside your engine while you drive. Your engine has metal surfaces moving against each other at insane speeds. Motor oil exists to create a film between those surfaces and prevent direct contact. The problem is that film isn't perfect. There's a zone called boundary lubrication, the region where the oil layer is too thin to fully separate the surfaces. That boundary lubrication zone shows up at 3 critical moments. Cold starts when the oil hasn't fully circulated yet. Under high load, when pressure between surfaces compresses the film. And at low RPM with hard acceleration, when oil volume can't keep up with demand. 90% of total engine where it happens in that zone. Every microscopic scratch on the cylinder walls, every mark on the rod, bearings, every imperfection on the camshaft, all created in that boundary lubrication zone. And the best synthetic oil in the world. The most expensive stuff from Mobil 1 or AM Soil with every additive in the book can't eliminate that zone. It reduces it, but it doesn't eliminate it. MOS 2 eliminates it. And it does it in a way that's completely different from any liquid. Molybdenum disulfide is a crystalline solid. Its molecular structure is made up of flat hexagonal plates like microscopic sheets stacked on top of each other, each one between 1 and 2 micrometers in diameter. When those plates come into contact with the metal surface of your engine under heat and pressure, the sulfur atoms in the MOS structure form a chemical bond with the iron atoms in the steel. It's not a coating that sits on top of the metal. It's a molecular integration with the metal. The result is a crystalline layer that fills the microscopic imperfections in the surface and creates a protective barrier that doesn't wash off with the oil, doesn't break down from heat, and doesn't need constant The friction coefficient of MOS2 sits between 0.03 and 0.05. The best synthetic oil available today operates between 0.08 and 0.12. That's a 60 to 70% reduction in friction specifically in the zone where the oil can't reach. A study published in the scientific journal Tribology International in 2018 measured cylinder wall where an engine's treated with MOS2 versus engines running only conventional synthetic oil after 200 simulated hours of operation, equivalent to roughly 7,500 miles of mixed driving. The MOS2 treated engines showed 68% less cylinder wall, where the study was peer-reviewed and the results were replicated by 3 independent research groups. This isn't product marketing. It's applied tribology published in an indexed scientific journal. If your car has already crossed 50,000 miles, This next number is going to sting a little. Most engines start showing measurable cylinder wall where around 200 hours of hard operation. With most who applied correctly, that threshold climbs past 1,000 hours. That's the mechanical difference between an engine that dies at 150,000 miles and an engine that hits 300,000 miles with factory compression still intact. Now the question everyone's thinking, if this works so well, why has nobody told me about it? Here's where we have to be straight about how the automotive aftermarket actually works. The global automotive aftermarket is worth over $2 trillion a year. Engine repairs account for roughly 25% of that. $500 billion that depend, in part, on engines wearing out on a predictable schedule. Molybdenum disulfide is a mineral. It's extracted from molybdenite, or found in natural deposits in Nevada, Colorado, Canada, and Chile. New patent on it. No exclusive manufacturer. Anyone can buy the raw powder for around $8 or $9 on industrial supply sites, Amazon, eBay, specialty suppliers, and apply it at home. You can't build a recurring service business on something the customer buys once it doesn't need again for 40,000 miles. So what happened? Historically is exactly what always happens when a cheap, effective compound surfaces in the market. The big additive companies bought the technology, diluted it, packaged it nice, and resold it at a 15x markup. The commercial products you see today at Advanced Auto Parts or Pep Boys with Most 2 in the name contain the compound at around 2% concentration in base oil. The safety data sheet on every single one of them lists Most 2 as the active ingredient. They take less than $1's worth of powder, dissolve it in a bottle of mineral oil, and sell it to you for $24.99 with a blue label and a name that sounds like a NASA program. The molecule hasn't changed since. Swedish miners were using it on railroad tracks in the 1700s. Only the price changed. Now, one thing I want to be clear about, I'm not telling you to dump random powder into your engine without knowing what you're doing. This channel isn't some DIY hack that might blow up your car situation. I'm going to walk you through exactly how this works with the right measurements. BEC, a USE, incorrect application of any compound in an engine can clog your oil filter or create deposits in the galleries. So pay attention to the details. But before that, let me tell you a real story that shows just how big this difference actually is. A school transportation company in Texas runs a fleet of 18 vans. In 2018, the fleet manager started adding Most to powder to every vehicle at every oil change. Not because an engineer recommended it, because a retired mechanic who had spent 20 years working on bus fleets in the 90s showed him the procedure. Today, in 2026, 6 of those original vans are still in daily operation with their original engines, some of them over 220,000 miles. The average engine lifespan in that vehicle category in the US, according to industry data, is around 130,000 miles before the first major intervention. The cost of each treatment for the fleet was about $8 per vehicle. $8! Now here's the technical part you actually need to know to do this, right? Most 2.4 engine application needs to have a particle size below 2 micrometers. This shows up listed as technical grade or lubrication grade on industrial supply sites. A 100-gram package runs between $8 and $12 shipped and gets you 5 to 7 full treatments. Application needs to happen with the engine at operating temperature, meaning after at least 10 minutes of normal running, a warm engine speeds up the tribochemical reaction that bonds the compound to the metal surface. Correct dosage by displacement, 1 teaspoon, roughly 5 grams, for engines up to 2.0 L, which covers the vast majority of daily drivers in the US. Your Civic, Corolla, Jetta, Elantra, 1.5 teaspoons for engines between 2.0 and 3.5 L, 2 teaspoons for engines above 3.5 L, like V6 and V8 trucks, Tacomas, F150S, Silverados. Here's the procedure. Mix the measured powder into about 2 tablespoons of the same motor oil you already use in your vehicle. Stir for 60 seconds. The powder won't dissolve. It'll stay suspended in the mix, which will look dark gray. That's correct. With the engine idling, remove the oil filler cap and pour the mixture in slowly. Replace the cap immediately. Let the engine idle for 20 minutes. During that time, the Most circulates through every lubricated surface in the engine and begins bonding to the metal at every contact point between moving surfaces, then drive normally for about 500 miles. During that period, the layer consolidates progressively from heat and pressure under real operating conditions. After 500 miles, the layer is set. It doesn't come off at your next oil change. It doesn't degrade from heat. It doesn't need reapplication for 30,000 to 40,000 miles. Total cost of the procedure, $8 to $12. Total time, 25 minutes. The equivalent at a dealership. A professional engine treatment with a commercial MOS to product at 2% concentration runs between $150 and $300 and is recommended every 10,000 miles. Do the math! You now know more about engine lubrication than 95% of the people commuting on your highway every single morning. And since you made it this far, let me tell you what's coming on the channel next, because this story doesn't end with motor oil. There's a specific compound for CVT transmissions, which now comes standard on most automatic cars sold in America. Your Toyota Corolla, Honda HR-V, Nissan Rogue, Subaru Outback, Mitsubishi Outlander, basically everything built after 2005 that is being actively overlooked by the American maintenance market. While these transmissions are failing in waves because owners have no idea what they need, the CVT repair industry is cashing in on that. Biggie, timey. If you drive a CVT, or you're thinking about buying a car with one, you're going to want to watch that video before your next service appointment. Subscribe now, hit the bell, and share this video with someone you know who's been dropping money at the dealership without actually knowing what they're paying for. The engine doesn't fail early. The owner just never got the information that should have been in the owner's manual on day one. Now you have it. This video is based on technical information, research, and real-world experience. But be aware, any decision you make about your vehicle is at your own risk. We show you what no one else tells you, but you are the one who executes it. Every vehicle is different, and results may vary. If you are not completely confident in what you're doing, don't do it. Seek a qualified professional. This content is for educational purposes only. We are not responsible for any damage, mechanical failure, or improper use of the information provided. Always follow the manufacturer's guidelines and seek professional advice before performing any work on your vehicle.